Counterpoint, the general knowledge music quiz chaired by Paul Gambaccini.
Hello, thank you for your welcome as we take to the stage once again at the BBC Philharmonic Studio at Media City in Salford. Another trio of music lovers stands by to play for a place in our semifinals. To win, they'll have to demonstrate their music knowledge across a wide spectrum. Let's meet today's competitors.
Hello, my name is Matt Isaacs. I'm from Poynton in Cheshire, and I play guitar and bass very, very badly. My first job was working in a record shop in Manchester called Goldmine Records, which is in Shambles Square here.
Hello, I'm Mohan Mudigonda, and I come from Wolverhampton. I started playing the drums in school, and I now also have a collection of electric guitars. I did also play the sitar for about a year or so, but it since went into storage once I had kids because it was too fragile to keep around the house.
Hi, I'm Joanna Munro. I'm from Liverpool. I have played the piano and keyboard quite badly in the past, but I've played the violin for many years and I currently play with 2 local orchestras.
You're all very welcome. The opening round puts your musical general knowledge to the test. If you get your own question right, you'll get 2 points. And if you can't answer correctly, I'll open it up to the others for 1 bonus point. Good luck, everyone. Borrowing transport from Liverpool band The Farm, let's get on the groovy train. The first stop is with you, Matt Isaacs. During an event at the Lyceum Theatre in London in November 2024, a Grammy-winning American singer and actress announced her retirement from music. After more than 60 years in the industry, she revealed that her next album will be the last. Born Cheryl Sarkassian in 1946 in El Centro, California, by what name is she better known to us?
Cher.
Yes. Mohan, here's Cher performing a song that's 60 years old in 2025. Written by Bob Crewe and Bob Gaudio, it's been covered by several artists, with the original single release credited to Frankie Valli. However, after you've heard Cher's version of The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore, I'd like you to name the group which took the song to number 1 in March 1966.
The sun ain't gonna shine anymore. The moon ain't gonna rise in the sky. The tears are always clouding your eyes when you're without.
I'm hoping it's the Walker Brothers.
It was the Walker Brothers for 2 points. Joanna Munro. Family ties are tested when Opera North conclude their 2024-25 season with a dramatic staging of a work by Verdi set in 14th century Genoa. Performances begin in May 2025 at St. George's Hall, Bradford, as part of that city's UK City of Culture celebrations. At its core, the story reveals a feud between 2 political rivals, bound together because one is the father and the other the grandfather of the same woman. What's the title of this Verdi opera?
Simon Boccanegra.
That's right. Matt Isaacs, I'm not sure if you ever sold anyone a Jean-Michel Jarre album in your record shop, but in 2025, the French composer marks a 65-year career with summer shows in Seville and Stuttgart. Jarre is known for performing his music for outdoor spectacles with vast laser displays, and produced his latest at the closing ceremony of the Paris 2024 Games. Here's part 5 of one of his popular works. Can you identify it?
Oxygen.
I'm afraid not. It was something anyone else wanted to pick up on? No. Equinox, part 5. Mohan, there was another spectacle in Paris in December 2024 when Notre Dame welcomed an all-star lineup for its reopening concert after the cathedral had been restored to its former glory. The music event featured Katya Buniatishvili, Lang Lang, and Yo-Yo Ma. But which American musician performed his song Happy alongside a powerhouse gospel choir?
Pharrell Williams?
That is right. Joanna, here's some music associated with another historic venue in Paris. Which building is the setting for this song?
Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night.
The Opera Garnier?
That is correct. The Paris Opera House. You heard Michael Crawford singing the music of the night from The Phantom of the Opera. Matt Isaacs, the 2024 American biographical film A Complete Unknown, directed by James Mangold, portrays the life of Bob Dylan through his earliest folk music success until the controversy over his use of electric instruments at the 1965 Newport Folk Festival. Which actor stars as Dylan?
Christopher Simultim, is it?
No, that was a mishmash. Mohan says...
Timothy Chalamet?
For the bonus point. And here's your own question. Here's music from the soundtrack of another film starring Timothy Chalamet, directed in 2018 by Woody Allen. Chalamet plays Gatsby Wells on a trip to the Big Apple with his girlfriend Ashley, played by Elle Fanning. The music in the film is predominantly jazz, but also includes this classical work by Rachmaninoff. After you've heard the Allegro Scherzando from Piano Concerto No. 2, I'd like you to name the movie.
A Rainy Day in New York?
That is correct. Joanna Munro, as a violinist, you're probably aware the instrument is sometimes used to convey the sound of rain. There's a whole thunderstorm in the fourth movement of a Beethoven symphony where the orchestra's violins, cellos, double basses, and timpani evoke a raging storm. Completed in 1808, it's one of the few works by Beethoven containing explicitly programmatic content. Which symphony is that?
The Pastoral Symphony.
That's right. Matt, 2024, saw the release of a Disney Plus documentary about Elton John, directed by R.J. Cutler and David Furnish. Never Too Late follows Elton as he prepares for his final concert in North America, recalling the highs and lows of his life. After you've heard the theme song, I'd like you to name the Grammy Award-winning singer he's joined by here, who also co-wrote the song.
If it's never too late. Oh no, there's not a moment too soon. If it's never too late.
Brandy Carlisle.
That is correct. Mohan 2025 marks the 30th anniversary of a much-publicized chart war between Blur and Oasis, dubbed the Battle of Britpop. In August 1995, provoked by the media, the bands became engaged in what the New Musical Express called the British Heavyweight Championship. With a conflict as much about class and regional divisions as it was about music, two singles were released on the same day, competing for the position of UK #1. You may have strummed one of your guitars along to one of these hits, but can you name either of the two songs involved?
So Blur was Country House, Oasis was Roll With It.
That is correct. Joanna, the 90s also saw the passing of the great American entertainer Sammy Davis Jr. 2025 is the centenary year of his birth. Here he performs a song from a Richard Adler, Jerry Moss musical based on the novel 7.5 Cents by Richard Bissell, set in a factory in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. After we've heard Hey There, I'd like you to name the musical.
Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, on that high-flying cloud.
No, sorry.
Anyone else? No, it was co-written by Jerry Moss, who was one of the founders of A&M Records. He was the M, Herb Alpert was the A. The Pajama Game.
Oh.
Let's check on the scores in this game. In third, with 4 points, it's Matt Isaacs. In second, with 6 points, Joanna Munro. And in the lead with 9 points, Mohan Mudigonda. Now to our special subject round, in which our competitors have to choose their own topics on which to answer individual questions. I'm going to offer them 5 categories to pick from. They'll select in the order of their scores so far, but this is the first time they've heard this list, and they've had no chance to prepare. Here are today's categories: ballet, by the books; Eagles, people and places; A Classical Winter; music and Martin Scorsese; pop into nursery rhymes. And so, Mo, you're in the lead at the moment. What would you like?
I would definitely like music and Martin Scorsese, please.
And for you, Joanna?
Can I have Classical Winter, please?
And that leaves 3 for Matt, which is ballet by the books, Eagles, people and places, pop into nursery rhymes.
I think I'll go with Eagles, people and places, please, Paul.
Okay. And Matt, we begin the round with you. Eagles, people and places, according to which Eagles song you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
How's it, California?
Yes. Here's the band's debut single, Take It Easy. A question will follow.
Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand.
The second verse of that song, written by Jackson Browne and Eagle Glenn Fry, mentions which city in Arizona?
Winslow?
That's right. I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Released as the second single from the band's debut studio album, which Eagles song tells the tale of an evil seductress who drove herself to madness with a silver spoon?
Witchy Woman.
That is right. Here's New Kid in Town from the 1976 album Hotel California, after which I'd like you to tell me the country of origin of the bass guitar played on the track by Randy Meisner.
Johnny come lately, the new kid in town. Everybody loves you, so don't let them down.
It's a guitarone, so I'd say Italy.
It is Mexico. Meisner plays the guitarrón mexicano. Eagles band member Don Henley credits another singer for popularizing their song Desperado, describing her cover version as poignant and beautiful. In the UK, her biggest hits include the duets Somewhere Out There with James Ingram and Don't Know Much with Aaron Neville. What's her name?
Linda Ronstadt.
That is right. Let's showcase the Eagles' harmonies with their Ode to a Street in Montgomery County, Alabama. The song, taken from their 1980 live album, was written by American country musician Steve Young. Can you name it?
There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go.
Seven Bridges Road.
That is right. And finally, the song After the Thrill Is Gone, penned by the Eagles' potent writing team of Don Henley and Glenn Fry, largely dealt with the struggles of being in a band. It's described as a kind of sequel or epilogue to the classic blues standard, The Thrill Is Gone, popularized by which artist in 1970?
B.B. King.
That's correct. The thrill is back as I reveal your score. You had 12 points in that round added to your previous 4. You now have 16. Joanna, here are your questions on a classical winter. In which famous work by Tchaikovsky does the large percussion section evoke the French retreat from Moscow in the freezing winter, and a crescendo of firing guns and peals of church bells?
The 1812 Overture.
Yes. Here's an epic musical portrayal of all things cold and frosty. Can you name the composer and the 1948 film for which it was originally produced?
Is it Vaughan Williams' music for Scott of the Antarctic?
Yes, it is. O snow, which sinks so light, brown earth is hid from sight, are the opening words of Edward Elgar's The Snow, an understated piece for chorus, piano, and 2 solo violins. The lyrics were written by a poet who had a close association with the composer. Who was she?
Sorry, pass.
It was his wife, Caroline Alice Elgar, Lady Elgar. In the autumn of 2024, English touring opera performed The Snow Maiden, a coming-of-age tale conjuring conflict between real and mythical worlds. The work is based on a story by Hans Christian Andersen, with production steered by award-winning director Olivia Fuchs. And Hannah Quinn conducts. After you've heard Dance of the Birds, I'd simply like you to name the opera's composer.
Is it Rimsky-Korsakov?
It is Rimsky-Korsakov. Another musical interpretation of a Hans Christian Andersen tale premiered in 2008 with American composer David Lang's choral adaptation of the story of an unfortunate child on a cold winter's night. As she slowly freezes to death, she's comforted by visions of a warm stove, roasted goose, and a glorious Christmas tree. What's the title of the work?
The Little Match Girl.
Yes. Some music to warm us up now, with a suite by the Finnish composer Einar Englund. Can you tell me who or what is racing here?
Sledges?
No, I'm sorry. It's reindeer. We hear the reindeer race from England's White Reindeer Suite. Finally, the French composer Émile Waldteufel is remembered today for which classic wintry waltz written in 1882?
The Skater's Waltz.
That's correct. And so, Joanna, in that round, you scored 10, added to your previous 6 for 16 points. Mohan, your questions about music and Martin Scorsese. Mascagni's intermezzo from the opera Cavalleria Rusticana is used at the start of which Scorsese film to introduce the story of boxer Jake LaMotta?
Raging Bull.
Yes. Music now from the American filmmaker's 1990 film Goodfellas. This song was used in a now famous 3-minute tracking shot following gangster Henry Hill and his wife Karen on a night out. After you've heard Then He Kissed Me by the Crystals, I'd like you to name the New York nightclub the characters are entering.
When he danced, he held me tight, and when he walked me home at night, all the stars were shining bright, and then he kissed me.
Banana Grove.
No, it was the Copacabana. Music has always played an integral part in Scorsese's movies, with the director regularly working with a recording artist in a lead role or a brief cameo. Which singer appeared fleetingly in his 2004 film The Aviator, playing Jean Harlow on the arm of Leonardo DiCaprio's Howard Hughes?
Gwen Stefani.
That's right. Music now for the legendary Elmer Bernstein, an Oscar nominee for Best Music for this 1994 film starring Daniel Day-Lewis and Michelle Pfeiffer. It's based on a book by Edith Wharton. After you've heard the main theme, I'd like you to name this tale of 19th century New York high society.
The Age of Innocence?
Yes. After finishing his Glass Spider tour, David Bowie joined the cast of Scorsese's 1988 epic The Last Temptation of Christ. In which role?
He was Pontius Pilate?
Yes, he was. Some historians claim Pontius Pilate was born in Scotland, where his father was posted as a Roman centurion guard. On knowing this, comedian Billy Connolly suggested that David Bowie play Pilate as a Scotsman, advice Bowie politely rejected. The 2013 film The Wolf of Wall Street features a diverse soundtrack which matches the movie's wild and frenzied pace. This blues standard plays when Jordan and Naomi are driving home together after dinner, with Jordan in lustful mood. After you've heard Boom Boom, I'd like you to name the performer.
John Lee Hooker?
It is John Lee Hooker. Scorsese's CV also includes directing the music video for Michael Jackson's song Bad, and several rock music documentaries, including works on Bob Dylan and George Harrison. But which British band were the subject of his 2008 project, Shine a Light?
The Rolling Stones.
It was the Rolling Stones. And so you got 12 points added to your previous 9. You now have 21 points. After the individual round, here's how things stand. Lying in a tie for second with 16, Joanna Munro and Matt Isaacs. In first place, with just one round to go, it's Mohan Mudigonda. Fingers on triggers, everyone. It's time once again for our quick-fire final round. Remember, in this round, a correct answer wins you 1 point, but you'll lose a point if you buzz in and fail to answer correctly. There are no bonuses, so fingers poised. Here we go. According to the opening line of the Beatles song Penny Lane, what is the barber showing? And Matt says?
Photographs.
Yes. In hit song titles, which word follows easy, dream, and long-haired? Mohan?
Lover?
Yes. Which German composer completed his Hungarian dances in 1879? Joanna?
Brahms.
Yes. James Hetfield is the lead, and Mo says?
Metallica?
He's right. The scene of wildlife grazing among lush, verdant foliage with added UFO adorns the cover of which 1987 album by Fleetwood Mac? And Matt says?
Tango in the Night.
Yes. The Ballad of Mac the Knife was composed by Kurt Weill with lyrics by Bertolt Brecht, for which 1928 stage work? Joanna?
The Threepenny Opera.
Yes. Rami Malek won an Oscar for his portrayal, and Mo says?
Freddie Mercury?
Yes. Which Scottish band share their name with an Austrian archduke assassinated, and Mo says?
Franz Ferdinand?
He's right. In which Sondheim musical does Mrs. Lovett perform the song? Joanna?
Sweeney Todd.
Yes. Which video game, released in 2005, features a controller resembling a miniature Gibson SG used to simulate, and Joanna says?
Guitar Hero.
Yes. Released in 2024, Wild God is the 18th studio album, and Mo says?
Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds?
Yes. Which British poet and peer was the inspiration for Tchaikovsky's Manfred Symphony, composed in 1885? And Joanna says?
Lord Byron.
And she's right. Paisley Park is an American recording studio, and Mo says?
Prince?
Yes. The 2024 Young Musician of the Year finalists, Ryan Wang and Jackie Zhang, both play which instrument? And Joanna says?
Piano.
Yes. John Brett's book, Tales of an Innocent Man, is a collection of interviews and stories about which American performer? Tales of an Innocent Man? Matt.
Billy Joel?
Yes, based on a novel by Sir Walter Scott. What's the title of Donizetti's 1835 opera set in a range of hills in southern Scotland? And Joanna says,
Lucia de Lammermoor?
yes. Gamelan is a form of music traditional to which Asian country, Joanna?
Indonesia?
Yes. Premiering at Sydney Opera House in 2023, the show, subtitled A Love Letter to the Queen of Soul, celebrates the life and Moses,
Aretha Franklin?
yes, which 2015 song by the rock band Blossoms shares its name with a medieval emperor who ruled much of Western Europe. Joanna?
Charlemagne?
Yes. Which two West Yorkshire towns feature in the name of a brass band who had a Christmas hit in 1977 with the traditional melody, The Floral Dance? Matt?
Rustic and Brigdyke.
Oh, you're so close. But you're not right. It's Brighouse and Rastrick.
Got it wrong right around.
Which radio DJ transferred his Popmaster quiz to TV? Mo?
Ken Bruce?
Yes. Actress and singer Rachel Bloom plays lawyer Rebecca Brunch in which American... Joanna?
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend?
Yes. Finally, complete the refrain of this 1972 Steely Dan song. You go back, Jack. Matt Isaacs.
Do it again.
That's right. We don't have time to do it again, but we do have time to reveal the final scores. And this is the result of today's Counterpoint Heat. Third with 19 is Matt Isaacs. Runner-up with 26 is Joanna Munro. And our winner with 29 is Mohan Mudigonda. Congratulations, Mohan Mudigonda. We'll see you again a few weeks from now at the semifinal stage. Well done, and thank you to the other two of you. We've loved having you in Counterpoint. For the last of our 2025 heats, we'll be right here at Media City in Salford once again to find out who takes the one remaining place in the semifinals. I hope you'll be listening. Until then, goodbye.